Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and welcome to the show, y'all. Look here. Ray goes to trial, and it's a slam dunk. It's open and shut. The jury's not buying into that, you know what I'm saying, about the illegal search and seizure. None of that kind of stuff came into play. That's something that they'll deal with on appeal. They find him guilty like that once all the evidence started to come in, right? And they sentenced him to 22 years in the penitentiary. Now, he got off lucky just getting 22 years in the penitentiary, but they did give it to him at 60%. That's the thing. So he going to be gone by 14, 15 years, y'all. That's just that on there before he has the opportunity to make parole. And he's sick to his stomach. And the judge revokes his bond and takes him into custody right then and there, right? So he's going to the back. And Patricia put on. She had a fit in the courtroom, screaming and hollering, falling down, crying, trying to understand what's going on and talking about how they gonna lock him up like that she needs him, his son needs him, all of this kind of stuff, right? And Kenny is there to help her up. And he's telling her to come on, we gotta go. And he's telling Ray, he said, boss, I got you. I got you. Give us a call as soon as you get settled in. And Ray, standing tall, but his legs are quivering, shaking. He ain't never been back there, y'all. He don't know what's on the other side of that door. He don't have a clue as to what he's about to walk into. But he's headed to the jungle now. All of the manicured fingers and nails and haircuts and silk suits and the gaiters and all this and that. That ain't what you wear back there. He ain't finna wear none of that. What he finna wear is what everybody else got on. State-issued clothing, state-issued boots. Yeah, he'll be able to get some shoes in here and there, but it ain't like you think. It ain't like you think. It's going to be rough riding for him, but he's going to have to deal with it because, hey, that's the life we live when we choose to play dope games, y'all. That's the life we live. Now, look here. Once he gets settled in, you know, he's still in what they call orientation when he first comes in, right? That's where they put you to give you all the rules of the penitentiary, to get you acclimated, to get you all your clothing issued, to get all the paperwork done and all this kind of stuff. So he'll be there for at least 7 days until he ends up in GP. That's General Pop, right? But in the meantime, in between time, they let him make the phone call home. And when he answers the phone, Patricia is a nervous wreck. She's panicking. What are we gonna do? You take care of everything. And now you're gone. Why did you do this? How could you dare leave us like this? Blah, blah, and blah. And he falls for it. He said, everything is gonna be fine. Kenny's gonna take care of everything. Now, Kenny's not there right now. And she tells her, she said, why is he taking care of everything? I don't want him I want to take care of everything. I'll take care of everything for you. I don't want to go to him for nothing. For nothing. And she caps it off with the cherry on top. How do you know he wasn't behind this? How do you know that? And Ray tells her, I know. I know he wasn't behind it. It wasn't him. Now keep in mind, right, that, you know, Patricia's friend, the police chief, is making sure that all of his phone calls are recorded and a copy of them being sent to her, right? She told him that he's under continued surveillance. So she's hearing these conversations, you know what I'm saying, that when he's talking to Patricia or when he's talking to anybody, right? See, she wants her 100,000, but she sees the golden egg, right? She thinks Patricia's being naive to what's really going on, right? She has no idea because the police chief, she been looking into it. This man's got millions everywhere, all over the place. She wants that. She wants her share of it. So she's keeping up with everything that's being said and what's going on, right? Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? So Ray tells her, look, when I get a visit, you come down, I'm going to give you everything that you need so you can take care of yourself. But there's other things that he needs to be able to do to take care of everything that we got going. It's going to be separate and you're going to be just fine. You're going to have enough money that you can do anything that you want to do, no matter what it is. And she says, you promise. And he says, I promise. I'm going to take care of you. But I need you to make sure that I'm straight. You answer the phone when I call. You visit when we visit. You keep money on my books. I don't need to ask anybody in here for anything at any time. If I tell you to do it, do it. Don't question it. She said, I will. I love you, baby. I'll do whatever you ask me to do. And he said, I love you too. And he got off the phone. And he did just like everybody else in the penitentiary does when they get there. He wondered if that was true or not. And he hoped it was. And he paced the floor for the next few hours until they bought him his first penitentiary meal. And when they bought him his first penitentiary meal, he set it on the table and just stared at it. Couldn't touch it. Couldn't touch it. But that would change in time. He'd become acclimated just like everybody else. And then he'd be waiting on it like everybody else. Starving for it. Angry when it wasn't on time. So now, Patricia's at home with Ray Jr. And Kenny's around more and more. And they're spending time at the park. They're spending time out and about, right? But let me tell you something. They forgot about that maid. You see, all of the other women that he has in all these other places, he has accounts for them. Money is automatically going to them and taking care of them. Right? But he didn't see the need to do that with Patricia because she was right there at the house with him. So everybody's being taken care of, right? Including the maid. But see, the maid, she was in love with Ray. And she felt like something is not right here. She knew her instincts were right. She knew it. And she don't know why Ray changed up on her. He believed and then he said it couldn't be true. She don't know why he feels like that. She don't understand what's really going on. So she makes arrangements, writes him a letter, gives him a number, tell him, call me. Something is not right. So he finally calls her and he tells her that she needs to come visit him. And she continues to try to talk on the phone about it. And he said, look, that's not the time or the place to be talking. We can't be talking like that. So she says, I'll come to visit. So he makes arrangements to get this approved. And as soon as he's able to get visit, she's going to come see him. She's going to come see him. But in the meantime, in between time, Patricia and Kenny don't see any need anymore to be discreet. And see, because they accomplished what it is that they were trying to accomplish, they got sloppy. See, he had his own laptop with the surveillance so he could see everything, but he forgot about all of that. There's no need anymore, right? He's not on the alert like he used to be. But see, that surveillance is still going on. Still going on. And it's recording. And it's recording on a backup. Right? And they're doing whatever it is that they want to do. But they're not doing it in front of Ray Jr. They make sure that he's in bed asleep or he's at a friend's house or whatever the case may be. It's too soon for that kind of change to happen. They're going to wait and let it play itself out. Get him used to being there more and more, and then it won't be so strange to him. He's still young. He'll adapt. But see, in the meantime, in between time, Patricia's going down to visit him. You know what I'm saying? Ray in the prison. And the maid is going down to visit him at the prison. And she's got the keys to the kingdom, and she's giving the assistant police chief the $100,000 that it was going to take to get this done. But her girlfriend tells her, said, look, there's more money. And we need to find out where it is. And she starts to break things down to Patricia. And Patricia has no idea that she's rich beyond her wildest imaginations. But it's hard to access the money. See, Ray didn't give him all the keys to the kingdom. He understands how the game goes. There can only be one lion. One lion, y'all, whether you're locked up or not. Now, you want to continue to hear this story and see how it unravels, you're going to have to come back and tune into another episode, y'all. It's going to get greater. It's going to get greater. This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all.
I'm getting so tired.